Welcome to Stay Brainy, Stay Curious. Did you know that brain teasers, with their diverse challenges and puzzles, stimulate cognitive functions, enhance problem-solving skills, and foster creative thinking? So get ready for a nice sweat sesh for your brain. It will be quite a workout. Just like any workout, we need to start with a warm-up. This reasoning exercise here is the perfect stepping stone before we dive into more complex puzzles. Given the sequence below, can you figure out what the next number will be? I bet most of you saw through the pattern straight away, right? If you didn't, don't feel bad. We'll go over it together. To get from the first term to the next, we need to multiply it by 2 and then subtract 1 from the product. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 minus 1 is 7. Do you see it? Let's continue. 7 times 2 is 14. 14 minus 1 is 13. Correct! 13 times 2 is 26, and 26 minus 1 is 25. Our formula checks out. Therefore, the term we are looking for is equivalent to 25 times 2, which is 50, and then minus 1, which is 49. 49 is the answer.
Yay!
This brain teaser will really shake your brain around. It's a confusing one, so put your thinking cap on. A man is looking at a photograph of someone. His friend asks who it is. The man replies, "Brothers and sisters, I have none. But that man's father is my father's son." Who was in the photograph? Okay, so let's read the statement again. Brothers and sisters, I have none. That means he is an only child. Next, that man's father is my father's son. Well, my father's son is the man himself since he's got no siblings. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cross out my father's son and replace it with me to help with visualization. Now we've got that man's father is me, which is much more straightforward. If I'm that man's father, then the man is my son. So the person in the picture is the speaker's son.
Wow!
This was a tough one, don't you think? Next is the infamous matchstick puzzle. As you can see, the equation in front of you is incorrect. Your objective is to find one matchstick that can be moved somewhere else in the equation to magically make it equate. No cheating by simply placing a matchstick across the equal sign, okay? So, do you know which matchstick to move? This was one of the tougher ones. You ready? Okay, what you need to do is take the top left vertical matchstick from the 9 and shift it in front of the 1. Your new equation should read -1 plus 3 equals 2, which is 100% correct. Next up is another pattern recognition problem, but set up a bit differently. You've got a table with various numbers. Can you work out which number should go in place of the question mark? Let's try it horizontally. Starting with the first line, we've got 2, 11, and 20. Do you see a relationship between these three numbers? What if we take 2 times 11 and then minus the initial 2? We get 20. So maybe the formula is to basically multiply the first two numbers together, then subtract the first number from the product, and you get the third number in the line. Let's test out our theory on the second line. 4 times 9 is 36, and if we subtract 4 from 36, we should get 32. Correct! Third line, 7 times 8 is 56. 56 minus 7 is 49. Bullseye! So to find our unknown, we must multiply 4 by 10, that's 40, and then subtract 4 from 40, leaving us with 36. And 36 is the correct answer.
Wow!
Our next puzzle is a math problem that, according to the internet, has many possible answers. But you and I both know that there is only one correct solution. Do you know what it is? Before we get into solving this conundrum, let's refresh our memory on the order of operations because that is the main reason why there are so many conflicting answers. Always remember to start with parentheses, then exponents, then multiplication/division, and then addition/subtraction. Now remember, if you have both multiplication and division present, you need to work from left to right. Ditto with addition and subtraction. Now that we remember our basics, let's get solving. Starting with parentheses, we solve 6 divided by 2 first. Now we have 3 plus 6 divided by 2 and then 3 in parentheses. Another thing you need to remember is that whenever you see a number and then another number in parentheses immediately following it without any signs, it means multiplication is implied. So this is basically 3 plus 6 divided by 2 times 3. We're gonna forget about the first 3 for a moment because we need to do multiplication and division first before moving on to addition. Working from left to right, we're going to solve 6 divided by 2 first. That's 3. Then we're going to multiply 3 with the 3 in the parentheses. That's 9. Now we bring back our first 3 and 3 plus 9 equals 12, and that's the final answer. I've got another matchstick puzzle for you. The objective is still the same. Find a match that can be moved somewhere else in the equation to make it correct again. And I'll give you a hint. There are many possible answers. Now, I love a matchstick puzzle with multiple possibilities, and this one has 3. The first solution is to move the top right vertical matchstick from the 8 and shift it over to the 5 to make it a 9. 3 plus 9 is 12, and 6 plus 6 is also 12. Both sides are now equal. Another solution is to take the middle matchstick from the 6 and rotate it to make it into a 0. 3 plus 5 is 8, and 0 plus 8 is also 8. Brilliant! And the third solution is very similar to the one we just did. We're just gonna play around with a different matchstick to achieve that. Instead of making the 6 into a 0, we're going to make the 8 into a 0 by taking the middle matchstick from the 8 and shifting it over to the 6 to make that an 8. Again, 3 plus 5 is 8, and 8 plus 0 is 8. Awesome, right?
Wow!
Let's take a little breather from the numbers and try to solve this very poetic riddle. Born from water's embrace, I come to be, yet in water's return, my end you see. What am I? It's ice. Ice is made of water, hence born from water, and when water returns, its end you see, meaning when it melts back into water, it is unfortunately gone.
Cool!
And that's all for today, everyone. Embracing brain teasers is not only a fun and intellectually satisfying endeavor, but also an effective way to keep the mind agile and resilient. You should be very proud of yourself. I hope you learned something new, I hope you had fun, and I hope you always stay brainy. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again very soon.